In today's news, government to cover 50% of fuel surcharge in electricity bills. Royal Virgin Islands Police Force makes breakthrough in recent burglaries. And Seacoast Bay man charged for recent stabbing. Amherst High School music program hailed as one of the best across the region. And PENN says district reps have no power. Of viewers, these and lots more stories when 284 News return.
Angie, how can I get my claims paid quick? Rent's due next week.
CG processes 99% of claims within 5 days. Remember when I was hang gliding with those goats? I caught a gust of wind and flew right into a moving car. Every appendage was in the cast, and they paid fast and fairly. That's what I get for trusting a man with a mustache and an eye patch. Now I gotta go. I'm meeting the guy who bedazzled my toes.
99% of claims are processed within 5 days. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Catch all the action from the 2023 NFL games with CCT Live on various channels, including ESPN Channel 412, ESPN2 Channel 413, Telemundo Channel 315, and Fox Channel 304. When you subscribe to any CCT Fire plan, you'll automatically bundle CCT Live. For more information, visit your nearest CCT store or give us a call at 444-4444. Choose CCT Live and enhance your game day experience.
Welcome viewers to the Friday, December 1st edition of 284 News. I am Kamal Haynes, bringing you the latest out of the British Virgin Islands. Leading today's news, the government of the Virgin Islands will be covering 50% of the fuel surcharge associated with electricity bills for residential customers throughout the month of December. The announcement was made on Friday, December 1st in a statement from the Ministry of Communication and Works, which said a special initiative is part of the government's commitment to alleviate the financial burden of residents during the holiday season. With the holiday season fast approaching, the government said in a statement, the government of the Virgin Islands understands the importance of supporting our residents during a time of heightened energy consumption. By covering the fuel surcharge, we aim to ease the financial strain on individuals and families in our communities, end quote. But the government continued by stating that this fuel surcharge relief initiative will directly benefit residential customers of electricity bills. Well, it will cover 50% of the fuel surcharge portion of the bill, providing residents with some extra financial breathing room throughout the month of December 2023, the statement added. But the statement also revealed that residents will not be required to apply or submit documentation to qualify for the initiative, as all payments by the government will occur automatically. According to the government, and I quote, dedicated fund, end quote, has been allocated to cover the 50% fuel surcharge. The Royal Virgin Islands Police Force has made a significant breakthrough into a series of burglaries in the Road Town area, arresting and charging 3 males as a result. Well, they are 32-year-old Kempis Nichols of Wickhamski 1, 45-year-old David Barronville of Longbush, and 33-year-old Mikhail Ho of Low Estate. Well, Nichols is charged with 3 counts of burglary and 2 counts of handling stolen goods and is currently in custody awaiting his appearance at the magistrate's court. Barronville and Ho are both charged with burglary and have been granted bail for their scheduled court appearance in January 2024. The RVIPF reaffirmed its commitment to tackling and preventing criminal activity in the territory and thanked the public for assisting with the respective investigations that led to arrests. What they said, and I quote, "We appreciate the support and cooperation of the public in providing information that aids in these investigations," end quote. A Seacoast Bay resident has been charged in relation to a recent stabbing incident. While he is 29-year-old Vern Forbes Jr., who is charged for a November 19 incident that left one man nursing several stab wounds. According to the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force, reports were received concerning a male who arrived at the Dr. D. Orlando Smith Hospital with stab wounds. Well, it said, and I quote in a media release, officers responded and conducted investigations leading to the arrest and charging of one individual, end quote. The police said Forbes remains in custody, awaiting his scheduled appearance at the magistrate's court. Well, moving on, viewers, where the Elmer Stout High School program has been hailed as one of the best across the region from its head of Department of Music, Mrs. Mariam Waterman Steele. Steele was at the time speaking on the discipline of the music program and its impact on the Virgin Islands community while promoting the upcoming Christmas concert to be held this weekend.
At music, we find music is really a holistic subject. You know, a lot of subjects, you think it's for one thing. Music incorporates so much, you know, and that is one thing we've tried to form a full program. I mean, starting even before Mr. Brathwaite and what he carried on with the program and how he built it brick by brick, you know. It's one of the best in the Caribbean, and I know I'm from Trinidad.
Okay.
At a high school level, this is what you will get at a tertiary level, you know. So the fact that we can capture them so young and indoctrinate them into a program that requires so much from them and helps to build them so much.
Mrs. Steele provided a detailed breakdown of the music program, the fact that there are accredited music certifications that students can receive, as well as highlighted that this week's Christmas concert is also a class for students on performance for which they will be graded.
In our program, we have both a junior part to it and a senior part to it. So you really move through the program from the time you start in school in grade 7 to when you graduate. You can move from complete beginner, not knowing the instruments, not knowing what the instrument is, having an interest in it. We teach you and then we take you through, and we have different aspects of the program. So you can actually get certified in senior school. You know, we have international accredited exams that we do in senior school. This concert is actually, funny enough, yes, it's for the community, but it is actually a class.
Beautiful.
For them. They do get graded on their performance. As much as it's a joy and it's something that they love to do, this is an aspect to music and performance that we want them to get better at. So the discipline that comes with coming to rehearsals on time, knowing your parts, you know, playing in a section, that's completely different to playing by yourself.
Correct.
So the music program is really 360 holistic development that we're really proud of, and we've seen some really great musicians come out of it. So we just hope to continue that.
For persons wishing to attend the Elmer Stout High School annual Christmas concert this weekend, Mrs. Steele provided some information on costs and how tickets can be purchased.
Tickets are $25 for adults and $12 for children and students with ID. You can get it at the school. Actually, we have a link to reserve tickets, even if you can't pay for them or collect them before. That's on our Rams Media Facebook group. They have the post with the link. So send in your information, we will reserve your tickets. So of course, you can either pick it up at the music department or you can pay for it at the D, on the D.
At the box office.
Yes.
Up next, PENN says district reps have no power and we have to improve our primary health care, says Honorable Vincent Wheatley. But these and more stories after a word from our sponsors.
At Higher BVI, we're not just about business. We're about empowering lives, and that is because we aspire to inspire. By choosing us, you're supporting a company that believes in equal opportunities, diversity, and community growth. Our mission goes beyond profit. It's about providing HR solutions, fostering talent, and leaving a positive impact. Join us in building a better future, a better BVI. Choose Higher BVI, where your support isn't just a transaction, it's a transformation. Together, we're changing lives in these beautiful Virgin Islands.
Yo, everything good, Dad?
Aye. This thing got me one way, Daddy.
What you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What you really? Hey, this ain't like you, know.
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out of trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I hustle. I watching ball. I even watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.
Welcome back, viewers. Honorable Marlon PENN, representative for the 8th District, in a recent Just for the Record interview, said his first 100 days in office has been challenging. The fourth-term legislator said the government's inability to get things done has simply been tiring.
Around the first 100 days has been extremely challenging as it relates to just getting things moving. We've been at a stalemate as it relates to a lot of the infrastructural things that need to happen within the country. We've seen recently where the teachers have striked our concerns of maintenance issues and other issues the teachers have expressed in our districts around the territory. A lot of the public schools have experienced severe challenges in terms of maintenance and getting things going. And that's even despite us getting monies in place to really address many of those issues in the last SAP in July. We are still unable to get the machine moving to get things going in terms of government. We see the infrastructural issues which I've expressed. We just had a House of Assembly session where questions were asked, particularly about the water, road, and sewage infrastructure throughout this territory. And the challenges exist. It's not an issue of financing, as you see the monies are there to execute this project. It's just a matter of know-how and ability to get things executed. And that's been plaguing this administration from the last administration and even now leading into the first 100 days. We see their inability to get things moving and get things going.
As it relates specifically to his district, PENN spoke on areas that needs tremendous focus and attention. He also spoke on needing to be informed as to how processes work and how funding for projects are provided. He said if the ministry responsible does not see it fit, you will not get the funding, adding that the district reps have no power, no funding, or resources.
For me, in my district, I'm focused on how can I mobilize as much as I can the resources and marshal resources on the ground to get things moving and bring some kind of relief to the people of that community. Those are challenges that we've been working on to get addressed. Over the last 5 years, it's been very difficult getting things moving, and I think the reality is that we have to educate persons on how the process will work. Even though you're an elected member of a district, the funding is done through the House of Assembly and is executed by the ministry and the minister in power. And if the minister doesn't see it fit to execute projects, particularly in your district, it doesn't get executed. The district rep has no power or monies or funds available to execute.
Speaking on resources and the inability to help residents, Honorable PENN spoke about the social assistance program that is now under the Social Development Department. When asked whether it is effectively working, he responded, no.
I would say no, Ron. I know that the social development, based on the constraints that they have, are trying their best. And that's why when I took office, and I want to make it very clear that that was based on a recommendation through the COI, and the government at the time, the unity government at the time, decided that they were going to move forward with that recommendation. We saw the Commission Inquiry Report. We saw the reports from the Auditor General. We saw the challenges in terms of how those funds were being misused and mismanaged. And we need to ensure that we have a transparent system in place to ensure that persons who need help are able to get help in an open and transparent way without the bureaucracy or the dependent on any one individual to give them that level of assistance. So we embarked when I was minister on a reform of the social social system and the social benefit systems within a territory. That report has been finished. It was tabled in the House of Assembly. It's only now left for the government of the day to implement the changes that are being recommended. What it recommends is that a more streamlined.
Viewers, for the full interview, visit all 284 media platforms. Well, in his recent Just for the Record interview, Minister for Health and Social Development, Honorable Vincent O. Wheatley, spoke on how the first 100 days in office have been an entirely new experience for him in his new ministry. Well, the second-term legislator spoke to what it has been like leading that ministry.
In one word, learning. A tremendous learning experience. Being a new minister with a new permanent secretary, it's all about learning, trying to find the lay of the land, so to speak. So it's been a lot of planning, a lot of understanding. If you're going to go to a new ministry and make changes, you better understand the lay of the land before you jump in making any drastic changes. So I've really taken the position, learn as much as you can learn of all the areas before you go making any drastic.
On the matter of the incinerator, Wheatley spoke on progress being made to rectify the major issues of waste management plant and getting a new incinerator up and running for the territory.
RDA getting all the specs together to send out to an RFP, start sourcing a new incinerator to go along with the new waste management strategy. We hope to have the first set of parts to be shipped within 3 weeks of today. Should be here on island. The last set of parts should be here by December. They have that plan up and running early or late December. That's the ambition right now. So we're aiming towards. Because the process from the first district have been complaining for years with no relief in sight. We are working to make it a thing of the past. Once you get this incinerator fixed, you have to look at redundancy. There is a new incinerator, as well as a waste management strategy. We have to reduce the amount of waste going into the dump. We're going to rehabilitate the current dump site, turn it back into what it was before. So a lot of work have gone into the new director and his team. Oh my God, these are hard work, and I must commend the new director. He has taken the bull by the horns and running with it. He understands the urgency and the need to fix that situation for the people of the forest and all surrounding areas, including the USVI.
When asked what his mandate is going into second term will look like, he spoke about improving primary health care in the Virgin Islands and better meeting the needs of the sister islands in this regard.
Definitely healthcare. We have to improve our primary healthcare. What we have seen over the years, anybody could tell you this, we have seen a decline in the level of primary healthcare. That is the clinics, programs like the CHIP, the Complete Health Improvement Program, and all these programs that are so important in preventing disease got thrown by the wayside. So improving and bringing primary healthcare back on stream, incredibly important to me. Even as we speak about dialysis, another hot emotive topic, there are all kind of studies and things as to why we shouldn't have a dialysis machine unit in Virgin Islands. I'm the one who travels on a boat with these dialysis patients. I'm the one who drives some of them down to dialysis. I sit in dialysis with the patients in there. I talk to the doctors, the technicians, and I can tell you this, from all my discussions, we have to have a second dialysis unit. And that unit should go and will go in Virgin.
Viewers, for the full interview, visit all 284 media platforms. Up next, VG United 1 point clear of Sugar Boys, and former Pan American Health Organization Director Dr. Etienne has passed. Now, these are more stories when 284 News return.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of it then. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, son.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must have cut front of people.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Top of power.
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top up power?
There goes my new car. Guess I'm back on my bike.
Your bike? CG offers new car replacement. Remember my monster truck days? Well, one night I attempted a 50-foot pogo double backflip. I landed it and went to karaoke. It wasn't until afterward that my car got hit by that fisherman. He gave me some great mahi-mahi though. Anyway, they paid fast and got me in a new car. Now call a cab. I want you to meet my alpaca guy.
New car replacement for the first year of ownership. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. VG United pulled off a 2-1 victory over Islanders FC last Sunday to move to the top of the National League standings by 1 point, passing Sugar Boys FC. Playing at the Virgin Gorda Recreation Ground, Adrian Adams opened the scoring for VG in the 71st minute before Roger Noel equalized for the Islanders in the 77th. But it was the goal from Levon Williams that secured the win for VG United in the 95th minute of added time to extend their winning streak to 4 games. VG United moved to first on 12 points, followed by the second place Sugar Boys FC on 11 and the third place Islanders FC on 10 points. Over at the Greenland football field on Sunday, Panthers FC had a hard-fought 3-0 win over Rebels FC, which saw them climb to 5th in the standings, with goals coming from Pavel Asson and Prydent Rosier. Well, 284 Media was there to provide the following highlights.
Hey, Elda is there. Who take a two tackle shot comes in and it's in the back of the net. It's a goal. Yes, as the Panthers strike here in the sitting side. Number 14 is there. Tapped it out, finding the man on the flank, on the right flank. Send a long ball inside. Who is there? Oh my goodness, it's in the back of the net. It's a goal. Nice volley there from number 18. That's the Haitian. Number 14 rather. Has he been really been building up here nicely. So the there. Oh my goodness. Mario. Clean up for him. Pushing it down. Finding number 22 for the Panthers. Pushing it inside. Finding Alice. Put it into play. Drive it. It's a goal. As he drive it once more. Found himself.
Well, in the later game, Positive FC got their first win of their campaign, defeating Old Madrid FC 2-1. With a 69th minute own goal handed them all 3 points after Richard Welcome had leveled the game for Old Madrid in the 67th minute, having conceded the opening goal of the game immediately after the halftime break to Ricardo Dixon. Saturday's game saw the defending champions One Love FC kickstarting their defense of their title, securing their first win of the season with a 7-1 win against Lionheart FC. With Julian Davidson, Rashado Robinson, and Siobhan Williams all converted from the penalty spot, while John Samuel, Leberger, Latrell Williams, and a brace from Colin Lavia completed the goal scoring. But games continued this Sunday with the Sugar Boys FC taking VG United over on the Sister Islands at 6 p.m. and Rebels FC versus Wolves FC at Greenland also at 6 p.m. The later game will be streamed live on CCT Live channel 284. Well, this weekend, we'll also have the finals of the Women's 7-a-side football tournament on Saturday, December 2nd. Positive Women's will take on United at 6:30 p.m., followed by Rebels Women up against Avengers at 7:45 p.m. The former director of the Pan American Health Organization, Dr. Carissa F. Etienne, died Friday of an apparent heart failure at a residence in the United States. Etienne, who recently retired after 10 years as director, was declared director emeritus on September 30th, 2022 at the 30th Pan American Sanitary Conference. She was 71 years old. Following the shocking news of her death, the Dominican government issued a statement stating it was saddened at the death of Dr. Etienne, who it described as a distinguished Dominican. Moving on to our final story, where the International Court of Justice has ruled that Venezuela must not take any action to seize the mineral and forest-rich county of Essequibo in Guyana based on its upcoming December 3rd referendum, which is this Sunday. Well, the order was given by Judge Joanne, president of the court, on Friday, who stated that, and I quote, unanimously, both parties shall refrain from any action which might aggravate or extend the dispute before the court or make it more difficult to resolve, end quote. Both Guyana and Venezuela had made presentations to the ICJ during 2 days of hearings earlier this month into the case relating to the 1899 arbitral award after Guyana, in its request, had said that the Venezuela government, through its National Electoral Council, had published a list of 5 questions that it intends to put before the people of Venezuela in a consultative referendum on Sunday. In its ruling, the ICJ issued a number of provisional measures that, and I quote, unanimously pending a final decision in the case, the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela shall refrain from taking any action which would modify the situation that currently prevails in the territory in dispute, whereby the Cooperative Republic of Guyana administers and exercises control over that area. Viewers, that's all we have for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for daily news updates at 284media.com and like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Kamal Haynes. Have a safe and enjoyable evening. Bye-bye.